So here I am at Godalming on May the 20th. It is 10 past 10 and my train, which I've just arrived on from Waterloo, is just departing. So what am I up to today? I've bought an anytime day return from Surbiton to Rowlands Castle, and I'm going to pick up where I left off some weeks ago. In fact, it might even have been last year, I can't really remember. But I'm going to pick up the stations between Guildford and Havant, having been to both those stations before. So I am going to travel along here to Farncombe, Godalming, Milford, Witley, Liphook, Liss and Rowlands Castle. The ones in green I've already visited. I have visited Milford, but I'd never got a full set of photos, so I'm going to take the opportunity to revisit that station. The original Godalming station was not on this site, was opened nearer to Farncombe on the 15th of October 1849, and this station was subsequently opened. Oh, bloody hell. It suddenly got very windy, so I've come up onto the overbridge at Godalming station. This station was opened on the 1st of January 1859, which basically is the same year that all the stations I'm going to visit today. This is built in the same style as Petersfield Station. The extension of the London South Western Railway between Godalming and Havant was opened in 1859, as were all the stations which I'm going to visit today. Apart from Godalming, they've all been built to the same design. That, of course, is where they still exist. I believe, and we'll find out later on today, that Liss is the only station with modern buildings. This is the 11:34, arriving a minute and a half early, which will take me to Rowlands Castle. A journey of about 55 minutes or so. Rowlands Castle, named after the Motte and Bailey Norman castle situated in the village, that was built between 1016 and 1199. Let's see if we can find it. Well, Rowlands Castle proves to be a very attractive village. A nice pub, the Robin Hood Inn, the Rowlands Castle Veterinary Clinic, and a few shops at the end of the road. Now, the Motte and Bailey Castle is behind this wall, so I can't get at it, so I'm not going to try to. It's finger post, just by the railway station. You can get to everywhere from Rowlands Castle, including the station. And you've also got the Monarch's Way. Apparently Henry II stayed at the castle here once. Feasting and hunting, apparently. Anyway, back to the station, back to the station. So here I am, standing in front of Rowlands Castle railway station building, and apparently this building is a very good example of the style of station building on this line, most of which we will see on my visits, with the planes and gables and single-storey side extensions in pleasant harmony with each other. Now, I didn't know what planes was, so I looked it up, and apparently it means space and connections, etc. I think I can see what they mean. It is actually a very nice building. Train, the 12:45 arrives, which will take me to Whitley. I've noticed this interesting corrugated iron building on the side of the platform here. I'm very intrigued by it. I expect it's an architectural relic, and I'm very intrigued by it because it's unlocked, and I really feel like I'd like to open the door. Whitley. Got another 20 minutes on here. So there goes my train, and here's Whitley railway station. Same design, same layout on the down platform, but slightly different here on the up platform. Ah, this is interesting. There's a public footpath through the station. I wonder where it goes. Can't see anything up there. Ah, look. There's an exit down the far end. That must be where the footpath goes. Just there. There's some interesting form of railway architecture. Some sort of storeroom, etc. Let's have a look down the other side. And the ramp. No idea. Here's the back of that building. I think it's some sort of goods shed, because there's obviously some kind of bay here. Because there's a drop. You can't tell. Well, you might be able to tell. But there's a drop down here, so I reckon this was a bay, and this was some kind of goods shed. It looks like there's possibly a platform over there. I don't know. And I've just looked up on the internet, and there is some reference to Whitley goods shed. Okay, so here comes my next train, the 1342, which takes me to, oh gosh, I can't remember, it's either Liphook or Liss, can't remember. Arrived at Liphook, it was Liphook. I've got 8 minutes here, 8 minutes turnaround, and then I'm off to Milford. So there's my train, waiting to leave, and there it goes, leaving now, going on to Portsmouth, like all the trains on this line all go to Portsmouth. The station building is exactly the same as the previous ones we've seen. So if they didn't have signs, you could possibly think you could be any one of these stations. Right, Milford, here I come. I've got 14 minutes here before I catch a train back to Liss. And this is my train now departing. Oh, by the way, I looked up on the Tinternet, and that was a goods shed at Whitley, and it is for rent at £12,500 per annum. And given the photos that were in the advertising blurb, it's obviously been up for sale or for rent for quite a long time. Like Milford's actually a slightly different design. I imagine this is because of the location and the road layout. It's made it difficult to build the same design, although that centrepiece does look similar to what we've seen before. Okay, so the 237 on my way to Liss, and the heavens have decided to open. So I've got a long wait here, almost an hour. So what I'm going to do for an hour in the rain. Liss's call to fame is about the junction with the Longmoor military railway was close by, which opened in 1942, although the Longmoor military railway ran from the early 1900s to 1971. Anyway, I'm standing in the new building at Liss, which I believe is one of those class buildings which I referred to when I was last out. That is an original station building. There we go, the delights, that is Liss railway station. Goodness me, it's a greenhouse with a porter cabin inside. Right, it could be my port in a storm. The whistle stopped if it's open as I walk up the platform. My train's riding behind me, but I believe to the left is where the Longmoor railway used to go. Anyway, I didn't go in the pub, it was shit. Farncombe, next stop, Farncombe. Not raining as hard as it should be. That's lucky because I've got an hour's wait here, but I have got a plan, at least for this station. Anyway, there goes my train. Let's wave it goodbye. Bye train, bye, bye, bye. So, this is the Mock Tudor railway station of Farncombe. It's quite attractive. I like this very much. Very nice. Before this station was opened on the 1st of May 1897, Farncombe used to be where the original Godalming railway station used to be. And that closed when the Godalming station as it is now opened. It's clear as mud, I think. Right, so I've just got off, done my little errand, and I'm now back at the station at 16:59, and the next train's 17:28. So the sun's coming out, and I think it's just about to stop raining, so it's a little bit pleasanter now. So that's that. So I'm going to call it a day, go back home. I should get home by about 7:30, catching this 17:28, and it's been a long day. Anyway, I will video the train. It's now 17:33 and the 17:28's been cancelled owing to a tree falling on the line between Havant and Petersfield, or Petersfield and Havant. And the next train, 17:54's been cancelled, and now the 18:44's been cancelled. So, and I've got no other alternatives. I'm stranded. Oh, hang on, there's a 17:54 there. 17:54 to Woking was just announced, so that might be. Oh no! Maybe they only. Well, it just came up 17:54 to Woking, but now there's a 17:54 to London Waterloo that says cancel. A 17:54 to Woking. So there's a train going to Woking. So hopefully that will. But the 17:54 to Woking is running, which is this train. So I'm going to catch this, go to Woking, and hopefully get home. So this is the end of today's adventure.